Welcome back and welcome to our weekly edition of All Things Women in Sports. We begin this week with the WNBA and the continued lack of a collective bargaining agreement. This past Friday was the second extension deadline for the league and the players' union to come to an agreement. Nothing was reached and no third extension was put into place, but talks are still continuing, meaning the league is in a status quo holding pattern right now. Essentially, negotiations are still happening, but there will not be a moratorium on off-season activity like some people feared. That's a big deal. Free agency conversations just opened up yesterday. Teams are now allowed to send offers through this upcoming Monday. Professional volleyball is back. Both League One Volleyball, or the LOVB, known as Love, and the Major League Volleyball, or MLV, have kicked off their 2026 seasons. Now in its second season, Love still has its 6 inaugural teams, while it gears up to add 3 new clubs in 2027. Meanwhile, the MLV is coming off a merger with the Pro Volleyball Federation and boasts 8 teams this year. And check this out, you will see a familiar face in this year's Love. Rock Falls native Maya Sands is making her professional debut with Love Houston. She's been the University of Missouri's starting libero for 3 years and won the SEC Libero of the Year 3 years in a row. Congratulations, Maya. All right, it's a new year, and with it, a new season of professional tennis. And the season opening tournament, the Co-Ed United Cup, has a new winner. After coming in second for the past 2 years, Team Poland won it all this weekend. But there were some worries about world number 2, Iga Swiatek, who had back-to-back defeats in the singles competition, including, you just saw there, against U.S. star Coco Gauff. Afterward, Iga downplayed concerns, saying her body was sore with it being the first tournament of the year. So let's take a look at your latest world rankings as this year's season gets underway. Aryna Sabalenka is at the top of the rankings, followed by Swiatek. Then American Coco Gauff moved back up 1 place after her performance in the United Cup, right above 4th-ranked American Amanda Anisimova. Another American, Jessica Pegula, is at 6th, while Rock Island native Madison Keys has slipped down a few spots to number 9. And Keys will look to defend her Grand Slam win when the Australian Open begins this Sunday. It's the first Grand Slam tournament of the year. Aryna Sabalenka won the event right there in the yellow in 2023 and 24 before coming in runner-up to Keys last year. This year's total prize pool is a record $74.9 million, a 16% increase from last year. New in 2026, professional women's softball might be coming to a city near you. This year, the Athletes Unlimited Softball League, or AUSL, will enter its 2nd season. And new this year, the league will have 6 permanent homes for its teams. That includes North Carolina, Utah, Oregon, Texas, Oklahoma, and closest to us, the Chicago Bandits in Rosemont, Illinois. Last season, AUSL toured the country with its 4 teams playing in 10 different cities. Now let's take a look at some hockey. These are the latest PWHL standings, and just announced, the PWHL is headed to Madison Square Garden. The New York Sirens will take on the Seattle Torrent at MSG on April 4th. The PWHL did play a game back there in 2021, but that was before the league officially formed and there were no fans in the stands. So this will mark the arena's first ever ticketed pro women's hockey event. All right, 2 local ladies are nominated for this week's Midwest Technical Institute Score Standout. First up, it's Ava Putman from Central DeWitt. She scored 25 points on the way to a Sabres win. And she is joined by Aubrey Ferguson from Clinton, who broke the career rebound record of 627. If you have your phone handy, scan this QR code. It'll take you right to the page where you can vote. But you can also find it on our website, WQAD.com. You have until tomorrow at noon to cast your vote, and each week's winner is featured on Off the Cuff. And finally tonight, there will soon be a brand new way to watch women's golf. The LPGA is teaming up with the THL, or Tomorrow's Golf League, to start the Women's Indoor Golf League. TGL is a tech-infused 3-on-3 league, and the men's version is right now in its 2nd year. 6 teams of 4 golfers take part in 2-hour matches in a custom-built center. And there's a lot going on here. They got overtimes, shot clocks, and referees. But perhaps most interesting, the golfers all wear microphones during the match, so the fans can be up close to the action. We expect the Women's League to launch next winter. But for this week, that'll do it for us on Women in Sports.